and welcome to the Thrivable World Quest. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Belina, and we are delighted that you have joined us today.
We are in 6 cities today. We're in Amsterdam and Berlin.
And Cape Town and Johannesburg.
And Montreal and Tehran.
Woohoo! And each city you have awesome hosts. You are lucky people.
In the next few minutes you're going to see several things. We've invited some wonderful thrivability pioneers to help us explain 3 things. First, what is thrivability? Second, what is the quest? And third, what is contribution, the theme, the island that we're exploring today?
Enjoy.
Welcome.
Thrivability is this movement towards creating business that gives and really supports life, that gives more than it takes. To me, that's what thrivability is. It's creating the conditions inside an organization that really support life, and what that means is that people are excited to be there. The products are flying off the shelves because they're amazing. The engagement is great from the perspective of the staff. Of course, the customers are thrilled. Everyone's just excited to be involved in this organization. Thrivability, in my opinion, is important because the workplace, we spend so much energy in work and so much energy around work that these places need to be, supporting the world we want to build, as opposed to just being, a place we go in between when we're building a better world. So I think that business in particular has such a huge role to play because of the vast amount of time we spend working and the vast amount of energy we have attached to what is my work in this world. So if we can make the businesses a place where we thrive and learn about ourselves, then we're going a long way to creating a better world.
Thrivability is foremost for me. I know this sounds cliche right now, but really a quest of wanting things to be better and wanting things to endure with time, joyfully and meaningfully, especially. So knowing that what you're doing is meaningful and will contribute to life, something being alive and not easy. Thrivability is not paradise. It sometimes is hell, actually, because it's not easy. It's sometimes it's battles, it's hard questions. It's a lot of hard work because it's a new way of thinking about things, a new way of doing things, but it's worthwhile. It's kind of the only thing you could actually do if you're honest about what needs to be done.
Thrivability, I think, is a philosophy of work that is centered on trying to do actions that are generative. So in contrast, I guess the easiest way is to define it in contrast to sustainability, which something is sustainable if you can keep doing it forever. Thrivability aims to be more than that, aims to create something that I always think of spirals. When I think of sustainability, I think of circles, something that can go around in circles and repeat itself. When I think of thrivability, I think in terms of spirals, something that can spiral out and generate something that is constantly improving, constantly becoming more beautiful or cleaner or more fun.
And when we met, when we started exploring, working together, I had been researching, writing, working with organizations with this new perspective, relatively new perspective of organizations as living systems. And in Montreal, we had been hosting conversations, public conversations on a monthly basis for the past 3 years to explore thrivability, organizations as living systems, and had the sense that it was time to take it to the next level, to go deeper and be more intentional about the harvest and the insights that we were gathering, and also to take it to a global level. And then Belina had just some fabulous inspiration about making it a quest and an adventure and an armada, piratey kind of a feeling behind it.
Nature, we thought, what's more fun than a treasure hunt,
Mm-hmm.
and how can we use the power and the joyful subversiveness of pirates without sort of kicking off all of the rape and pillage stuff that we don't want? How can we keep all of the beautiful subversive, let's change the system, let's be anti-establishment in a way that's really positive images. The image that we would love to embrace in terms of crews and our pirate ships is that there's great camaraderie, there's joyfulness, there's singing, we get stuff done, we share the booty, we share the treasure that we're finding on each of the islands, and we can be playful, and we know we have each other's backs, that there's something about we're on this team together. And actually there's a bunch of pirate ships, so each ship, there's multiple cities, each one has its own ship as a metaphor, and we're off to these different islands. And what I'm excited about is because there's a different crew on each of these ships, and if you think of the 3D physicality of a ship, we're actually going to be landing on each island, but in a slightly different place, just based on the crew and the trajectory of the ship. So that means that our exploration of the island will have overlapping bits, and we'll have bits that, hey, I found this weird bird and nobody else did because of where they go. And we're really excited to see those aspects of the exploration.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Thrivable World Quest will light up different communities around the world that are thinking about the same things. We'll start to seed some of the ideas, cross-pollinize a little bit, and also perhaps bring to the forefront some of the best ideas so that we can put them into play.
Well, tangibly, it's insights, it's stories, examples, it's a connected global tribe. It's a manifesto in the end, that these insights will be gathered together into a concise document that outlines this is what it takes, and this is why it's worth it, and then more extensively, a collectively authored book. So each of these 10 themes will be described in more detail based on what comes out of the quest.
The part of it's also the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really important for us that the quest feels alive. That yes, absolutely, all these insights, and it's totally nourishing and exciting, and the experience itself feels alive. It feels thrivable.
Mm-hmm.
Today's island is contribution.
And contribution is about our core offering, the organization's core offering, its product, its service. But more than that, it's an invitation to see what more is possible when our intention is to enable life to thrive. Imagine what's different, what changes when that's our intention and our commitment.
And we're just about to share with you one of our favorite people. His name is Tolu, and he has really transformed cleaning in an unexpected way, and really is in the intention and practice to make cleaning a beautiful, thrivable service.
It's a natural state to be thrivable. It's a natural state to be fully engaged at every level of our being. So, and it's not something we use, it's something we are. It's what we are. And it's what we're supposed to be. And it's why when an organization when there's thrivability within an organization, everything comes alive. The people, everybody wants to be there. And it affects every aspect of the organization. It affects people engagement, it affects relationships internally and externally. It affects sales, because you want to identify with this organization. There's something about this organization that is exciting, it's joyful, it's playful, You know, you want to participate. You know, so I see it as more than just useful. I see it as a true state as human beings. It's to be tribal. It's to be free alive. I would say that contribution is inevitable when we are thriving at every level. It's you can't help it because we're what contribution is. It's like communicating. We're communicating who we are, and we can't help but give because when we're thriving, we want to give. We want to contribute. That's what we're made for. You know, it's like you want to love and you want to receive love. You know, so contribution, I feel it happens automatically when favorability, you know, is in place. When the individual is fully alive. Because when we're fully alive, we don't want to keep to ourselves. We want to flow out. We want to give. You know, and the giving is not necessarily that I'm constantly giving, because the giving can be that I want to receive too, because that receiving is a gift to the giver. So I like the idea of it being a journey. You know, it's from where we are right now, we can begin to contribute. And we're never fully at a state where, everything is perfect, you know, in terms of me being a contribution. But we can make use of, there's a part of it that's a state, I feel, because it's being in that state of contribution, being in that state of opening up, you know, to life thriving at every level of our existence puts us on that journey of contribution. You know, in terms of our services, because also we're looking at we look at our services. For example, as Zenith Cleaners, we're a cleaning company, and we consider the cleaners and the clients and everyone that we're dealing with as a whole person, as whole persons. You know, so we're not just there to give a cleaning service and get out. We are seeing that this is a whole human being, you know, that's receiving this cleaning service. And we're not just cleaning for a building. Yes, the building has a life of its own, but we're cleaning for these individuals, these human beings. So the offering goes beyond a clean space. The offering includes clean relationships. The offering includes healthy relationships. It includes caring, you know, for our clients. You know, and that's, it's not, in that respect, it's not an end state. It's something that every opportunity that we have to contribute, to do something, even starting from the quality of the training, because that's the beginning. You know, that's where it starts. Is that the quality of the training has to be good. You know, and when we make mistakes, which happens, we can step back and look at it beyond the fact that we just made a mistake, and look at the whole relationship, you know, and see that mistake actually as an opportunity to in a way, it's sometimes it's an opportunity to wow the client, because when the client says, you know, this thing was not well done, it's actually an invitation most times that you can. I want you guys to wow me, you know. So we see every interaction with the client as an opportunity to contribute, starting from the legal reason why we are together, which is to give provide a cleaning service, but actually go beyond that. I think contribution has to go beyond the the basics, of the transaction. And I feel that's what makes it feel like there's a contribution. If it's just like, okay, we have the cleaning service, we've done the service, and it's all the tasks have been well done. It can feel very sterile and lifeless. Contribution is putting some life into it. And this doesn't have to be anything big. It can be just introducing some level of care. And treating the relationship as if it's a relationship between two human beings and not just a transaction that's happening.
We can't wait to see what treasure you come up with.
Have a brilliant quest.